Good day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Briareos Kerensky, and it's time once again to bask in Vanillaware's glorious art with the unboxing of Unicorn Overlord. This is the Japanese PlayStation 5 limited edition, and as I've said in previous PS5 unboxings, I went with this version because it was the only one available still in stock when I could actually order it. But enough of my ramblings, and let's take a look at the front cover that up here has the title of the game, and below that a series of units in the game, or so I guess. And this, you can see, it's a dust jacket. Well, not quite, being this a Japanese limited edition, let's call it an obi. So the obi lists the contents, the game of course, the card game, I'm interested to see that. This is an art book, always appreciated, being this Vanillaware, and this is a 16-bit rendition of the soundtrack. So let's go around, and well, the obi just has the technical details, but there is an emblem here, and as you can see, the box is stylized after a letter, a sealed letter, and opens it like this. And the contents are here. Whoops. And I think these two flaps are meant to help you remove the game. I don't want to force it too much, and wow, it's quite the tight fit. Okay, so here we have the card game, which is almost as big as the box, and oh, this is way easier to do. The PlayStation 5 version of the game, then some padding, and yeah, now it's much easier to do this. We have the art book and this soundtrack. Let's start with, at the same time, the most and least interesting thing about this limited edition, the game, that on the front cover has a bunch of characters, and judging from his position, he is the main protagonist, and these two are like childhood friends that will accompany him on his quest or something like that, and I guess that this is the bad guy. Cool armor though. But spine, just the title, and on the back we have more than 3 screenshots describing the game, including the usual food porn that Vanillaware is very well known for, and again a bunch of characters on the right side. Technical details, and let's get inside. Okay, do we have a manual on the left side? This is the disc, and no, it's just a DLC code for PS5 and PS4. Okay, then we have some advertisement for an Atlus online service, and not quite a reverse cover, because half it's hidden by PlayStation safety notes, but there is a bit of artwork down here. The 16-bit arranged music album is in the same case you would find DVDs and such, but it has an horizontal layout, and on the front cover there is a bunch of units, red versus blue, title of the game and the item I'm showing. This is the spine with just the title once again, and on the back we have the track list, and it's 2 discs and in English, besides the credits down here. So, well, we have 2 discs, one red and one blue, And they have also different covers. The blue disc has the blue units from the cover, and the red units are on the red disc. This is a nice touch. Because the card game box is so massive, I want to go through the art book first. And this is a recreation of the cover of the main box, just with a black background, and on the back the Vanillaware emblem. So contents and creator's message. We have the main protagonist. Oh, this will be a fun art book to constantly move back and forth. Huskarl. Interesting name. So we have two knights. That the only real difference is the face. So she's a cleric, but we have a priestess before. I wondered what the difference is. We have a warrior and a witch. I have a thing for witches with giant hats like this, so she'll probably be one of my favorite units in the game. And Griffon Riders and White Knights. And I guess these are random characters. NPCs, of course. And we have a prince and a crusader. Drakengard characters. Well, the Drakengard Dark Marquise looks like a winner in my book. Oh, so all factions appear to have a common set of classes plus some unique ones. Oh, Elf Nation. Interesting design for this Dark Elf. Snow Ranger. With werewolves or other were animals. Even werfoxes. And you know, the more I see these characters, the more I would love to see Vanillaware doing a Fire Emblem. At least visually. Well, yeah, of course, this guy is the main enemy because he's a Dark Lord, and they have very cool armors. Oh, this guy is a necromancer. Well, I am disappointed now, considering what Vanillaware usually, how Vanillaware usually represents necromancers. I wonder if I'll ever have enough time to replay the whole of Dragon's Crown with a second character. The thing is, I'd like to, but the last part where you're basically forced to go online to complete it, plus it's on the PS4. I don't know, I think it's time Vanillaware and Atlus release these titles on PC as well. So, world locations. The amount of art produced for this game is absolutely astonishing. I can't wait to see this in motion. Okay, Rivendell, or whatever was the name of the Lord of the Rings location. Oh, hello is 9 Nordics. Is 10 Nordics, oops. Okay, this looks like in-game. And due to how textures, to how detailed textures are, they look like normal drawings. Shopkeepers. And food. If this art doesn't make you hungry, I don't know what will. God, they look good. Just for your information, I've eaten like an hour or so ago, and those illustrations made my mouth water. So a bunch of items. Ooh, and early drawing. Okay, unfortunate typo there. And I think this game has been in development for quite some time, probably almost as soon as work wrapped up with Grand Knight's History. Again, I want that game. Translated, of course. And we are done with the art book. Now on to the card game. And now we get to the card game, held in its own box. Front cover, very elaborate emblem or, I don't know, logo for this card game. And here we have the title, once again, 2 to 4 players, 30 to 120 minutes, and 10 and plus ages. Nice for them to list this up, and nothing much on the sides, and on the back, nothing much else. So, we have the rulebook, a sort of yonkoma, with also the instructions on how to lay cards down. And oh wow, it's not just cards! We have tokens here. We have dice, 2 sets of dice. No, this is not the dice, these are just clear cubes, probably counters. Let's see. This is the first set of cards, then we have a second set of cards and a third set of cards. Now, because there are so many things, I will not take photos of everything, but I will browse through these cards, which look like items. This is gold, and okay, this is just the back of the cards to make it simpler. Now we have items, weapons, or at least a weapon. Okay, we also have spear, axe, staff, bows, shields, a belt, so this is for a rider unit, so it's a bridle, not much of a belt, scimitar or a curved dagger, another type of shield, bracelet, cleric hat, a hat. Okay. I am terrible at card games, and therefore I don't particularly like them. But, well, there is the language barrier, but I wonder if I can rope friends into playing this once they learn Japanese. Or I go through the trouble of translating all of the cards and the rulebook for them. Now we have counters. Okay, this is just a set of numbers. Oh, and these are critical cards. Okay. And now we have tables. On the back, more numbers. And this is absolutely nothing. So, second set of cards, that's are units, I guess. The card I skipped is another thief. I guess the number on the top left is like the health points. And then you have, I think, unit type and weapon type. And then we have movement cards. This is just a set of numbers, is it? Yes. No, this is probably the damage you do. Well, I don't know. And the final set of cards outposts or towns with various effects, terrain, well, there is a lot of these effect cards. Then we set forests and towns on fire. And yeah, this is same, even the same effects apparently. And oh, recap cards. I guess we have 4 of these. Yes, we do. One side and the other side. Now you can see them better. Sorry for that. And then let's take a better look at this, which is how you should place your cards. And on the front there is the comic to recap cards, or to recap the game, and also check YouTube for comments. Fine. And probably the thing that I should have looked at first, the rulebook. It is really interesting to see Vanillaware doing this sort of stuff with their limited editions. 13 Sentinels had the paper model for one of the, well, Sentinels, and now Unicorn Overlord has this card game. I wonder what they'll do for their next game. And I also hope it's a sci-fi setting like 13 Sentinels, because sci-fi is better than fantasy. Fight me on that. And well, let's take another look at the extras. This is a token probably for your playable character. I don't know. Then we have this set of counters, transparent counters. And then we have these, I think, considering the criticals were in red, these are red dice for criticals. You have 150. So, okay. This has been the card game. Well, what can I say about this limited edition for Unicorn Overlord? I like it. I mean, it's Vanillaware, so there is an art book, there is an arranged soundtrack that is on 2 discs. I don't think it's quite complete, but it's more than what you will usually get, and the card game is such a unique extra that I cannot help but liking it. So if you have the chance of getting your hands on this limited edition, do it, especially because this Japanese edition should be exactly the same as the limited edition you will get in America and I think in Europe. A first hour play of this game will follow, not just on PS5 of course, and if you are wondering, the sword I was using at the beginning of this video is not completely random. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and you'll stick around for more. Briareos Kerensky, over and out!